we are kicking things off with the intense action from the court. Nick Nurse on New York's open threes shared his thoughts on the game, revealing how the execution on the offensive end completely shifted the momentum. Derek Bodner broke down Nurse's perspective, explaining how the initial shots missed and the resulting frustration really started to bother the team. We dive into the details of that pivotal moment and what it meant for the game's trajectory.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the massive impact of rookie VJ Edgecombe following the Philadelphia 76ers' tough season. Nick Nurse dropped a major verdict after the rookie year, calling Edgecombe a hell of a player and highlighting his impressive statistics. We explore how Edgecombe established himself as a go-to player, averaging significant minutes and showing defensive menace, setting the stage for the team's future. Now, get ready for the breakdown of the collapse. Nick Nurse explains exactly how 11 first-quarter threes buried the Sixers in Game 4 against the New York Knicks. Nurse detailed the immediate defensive breakdowns and transition mistakes, pointing out that poor communication in transition was the critical failure point that spiraled the game out of control. We uncover the exact sequence of events that led to that devastating early collapse. And finally, we look at the full post-game reaction from Sixers coach Nick Nurse after the 144-114 loss against the New York Knicks. From the media availability, Nurse reflected on the need for roster growth and system development moving forward, while also commending the resilience shown by the team. Don't miss the full analysis and what comes next for the Philadelphia 76ers. In a recent post-game analysis, comments from Nick Nurse and Derek Bodner offered insights into New York's performance on open three-point attempts. Nurse remarked, "I think we came out ready to go." However, Bodner provided a more detailed assessment of the game's dynamics. He stated that the team executed well on the offensive end, noting that shots did not fall, which subsequently bothered the opposing team. Bodner further suggested that this execution issue was significant, adding, "We just couldn't get over that. I think that dispirited them at the start." The exchange highlights the team's offensive execution and the psychological impact of their shooting performance on the opposition during the contest. The Philadelphia 76ers concluded their season with a challenging four-game sweep against the New York Knicks. Despite the tough end, the team maintained a degree of optimism, highlighted by a crucial 3-1 series comeback against the Boston Celtics. Following the postseason, head coach Nick Nurse offered high praise for rookie VJ Edgecombe, providing a significant positive takeaway after the series loss. According to Austin Krell on X, Nurse called Edgecombe's rookie season a hell of an impressive season, labeling him a hell of a player. Edgecombe quickly emerged as a key player for the Sixers, averaging 35 minutes per game, contributing 16 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. Furthermore, his defensive impact was notable, averaging over 1 steal per game, which signaled a polished performance even late in the season. Nurse indicated that the team will enter the offseason with increased confidence, recognizing Tyrese Maxey and Edgecombe as the future core of the team's backcourt. While Edgecombe is encouraged to focus on improving his scoring in his sophomore campaign to reach his full potential, Nurse stressed that the rookie's overall performance was overwhelmingly positive, viewing it as a strong foundation for the 76ers moving forward. The Philadelphia 76ers were eliminated from the playoffs following a decisive 144-114 loss to the New York Knicks on Sunday, a defeat marked by critical early game breakdowns. Nick Nurse analyzed the turning point, pinpointing the opening minutes where defensive lapses and transition errors spiraled out of control. Nurse highlighted the immediate impact of the Knicks' aggressive pace, noting that 11 three-pointers in the first quarter alone fueled a cascade of missed opportunities. Nurse detailed how execution collapsed quickly, citing missed wide-open threes in the first 5 possessions that led directly to fast-break scoring. He stressed that the failure was not a complex schematic issue, but stemmed from poor communication and urgency in transition, stating the team failed to coordinate effectively, getting two players on one and unable to communicate effectively to regain control. The increased pace created significant rotation stress, which Nurse linked directly to a widening gap in team energy. He also pointed to the early emotional tone of the game, suggesting the team struggled to overcome a negative momentum early on. Defensively, Nurse noted repeated breakdowns in coverage and switch communication, where personnel mismatches led to poor decision-making in transition or pick-and-roll situations. He acknowledged Joel Embiid's effort despite his injury, commending his performance. Looking forward, Nurse emphasized the necessity of continued roster development and system refinement to adapt to the changing pace of play. He also recognized the significant growth of rookie guard VJ Edgecombe, highlighting his leadership qualities and sound decision-making late in the game when he chose to continue playing. The series concludes with the 76ers eliminated by a game defined by early shooting runs and execution failures. The Philadelphia 76ers coach, Nick Nurse, participated in post-game media availability following the team's game on May 10, 2026. The interview provided insights into the team's performance and strategy following the contest.